time around, MANYINGA Town Council will be making its appearance before the committee that's on the consideration of the report of the Auditor General on the Constituency Development Fund for the financial year ended 31st December 2023. Keep watching Parliament Television, the only station that brings Parliament closer to you.
Extend Cap 12 of the laws of Zambia that gives you immunity, that whatever you say before this committee cannot be used against you in the course of law or outside this meeting, as long as you give us information that is factual and verifiable and not misleading to this committee. However, if you willfully choose to give false information, the same Cap 12 can be used against you. It is our belief that you are going to share information that is factual and verifiable. With that said, Council Secretary, it is a reappearance. So we have to do the formalities by introducing ourselves, starting with yourself.
Thank you, Chair. Good evening. Good evening, honorable members. Good evening, permanent witnesses. Good evening, Zambia. My name is Dr. Gifsakan, Council Secretary for MANYINGA Town Council. Chair, with me, with my team, with your indulgence, allow them to introduce by themselves. I thank you.
Thank you, Doc. Please.
Recording in progress.
Thank you, Chair. Good evening, members of Parliament. Good evening, the permanent witnesses. My name is Wamnyima Mundea. I'm the Assistant Director Engineering for MANYINGA Town Council. Thank you.
Good evening, Chairperson. Good evening, honorable members of this esteemed Committee on Local Government Accounts. Pleasant evening to the permanent witnesses. My name is Shala Mshala. I'm the Director Planning at MANYINGA Town Council. Chair, good evening. Good evening to the members of Parliament and also the witnesses. Chair, my name is Engineer Namiruko Namiruko. I'm the Director Engineering Services for MANYINGA Town Council. Thank you.
Good evening, Chair. Good evening, members, and good evening, colleagues. My name is Liki Mwinde, Director of Finance, MANYINGA Town Council.
Good evening, Chair. Good evening, members of this committee, permanent witnesses. My name is Lefo Jimwene, the Internal Auditor, MANYINGA Town Council.
Good evening, our able chair. Good evening, the members of this committee. My name is Chilemo Bernadette, the Senior Procurement and Supplies Office.
Thank you. AG's office.
Good evening, honorable members, and good evening, MANYINGA Council. My name is Patricia Malaila, Director from Office of the Auditor General. Thank you.
Good evening, Chair. Good evening, honorable members. Good evening, CS and the team. I'm Siwira Edi, Principal Auditor, Solwezi Audit Office.
Good evening, Chair, and good evening, everyone. My name is Apiri Stephen. I'm the Assistant Director, Solwezi Provincial Audit Office. Thank you.
Good evening, Chair. Good evening, honorable members of the committee. MANYINGA Town Council, good evening and you're welcome. My name is Joyce Kubansa from Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. Thank you.
Good evening, Chair. Good evening, members of the committee. Good evening, CS and the team. My name is Mulumbenj Kasanka from Local Government Service Commission. Thank you.
Clerk's office.
Thank you, Chair, and good evening, CS and your team. You're welcome. Emmanuel Walia from the Office of the Clerk, National Assembly of Zambia.
Mfumbwe.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson, and good evening. Good evening to my honorable colleagues, and good evening to our permanent witnesses and secretariat. Good evening to MANYINGA Town Council. You are welcome to your committee once again. My name is Elliot Kamondo. I'm Member of Parliament from Fumbwe.
Kaumbwe.
Good evening, Chair. Good evening, MANYINGA. Welcome to your committee. Honorable Dr. Aaron Mwanza, Member of Parliament for Kaumbwe constituency. in Petaukei district of the Eastern Province. Thank you.
Chair, Mutelo Mishek is my name, MP for Mitete. Manyinga, you are welcome. The size today has at least increased. Chair, at least the number of officers has increased compared to last week. I should think that's as to how it should be.
Thank you very much, our humble servant, honorable member for Mitete. CS and your team, my name is Mishek Mutetu Nyambose. I always represent the people of Chasefu constituency in Eastern Province of Zambia, and I'm privileged to chair your committee. Council Secretary, this is a special reappearance. One of the reasons why we sent you away was that the key personnel were not available, such as procurement, and you gave a response to say she was involved in other duties. One thing that you should know, Parliament takes precedence. Parliament takes precedence. Even ourselves, even a minister, when there is a call to Parliament, everything is suspended. On your own time, check that rule or directive. You will not. So we don't take kindly. We start suspecting why procurement is not here. Because you'll be answering things that you are not directly in your office. So we are very happy, and that's why Honorable Mutero has indicated. You cried, complained that we were unfair to you. Actually, we are very fair to you. Very, very fair. We are never unfair to anyone. For any information, Council Secretary, we don't know each other. Why should we pick you? On your own, when you sit down, what comes to you? How and why? So this committee is a fair committee. It starts from there. If you want to be a good council, erase that. When someone is telling you something that is wrong, even in your own wisdom, you know that there is something that someone is seeing. That is the beginning of better things to come. And from these two interactions, you become one of the best councils. Because from here, you'll be doing a correct thing. We're not going to have a long session with you. One, we have seen your report has been corrected here and there. So the fashion today, I know I overheard one of you saying we should tell them we have done a good report today. Indeed, you have done a good report. That's what we wanted. And the Honorable Mteo said you have come as a team. Next time, move like a team. So I'll ask if there is any burning issue, Mitete.
Chair, you know, as things again do happen. The skills. Let's go to skills. Report on skills development 2023. 18, page 18. You have it. This is your own, isn't it? Yes, you have it. You are on page 18. Are you seeing the number 1 client and Manyinga Youth Resource Center? Mbututu, Kawewe. How much did you pay for 1 year bricklaying? How much?
It is 7,400 kwacha.
Okay, and then the following page, page 19. Number 9. Musombo gift. Bricklaying. It was also 1 year. How much?
It's 24,630 kwacha.
You already see what is in my head, eh? And you have the explanation, eh? The next page, 20. 13 and 14. You've seen those, eh? Bricklaying and plastering. How many years?
It's 2 years each.
What's the amount?
It's 24,630 kwacha.
Okay, so 1 year, 24,600. 2 years, 24,600. Manyinga, 7,400. Chair, just clarifications on those. Let me. Yes, today, a few words, just those.
What could be the clarification on that one, CS?
Thank you, Chair. On that one, maybe just with your indulgence, allow me to call upon DP, the one in charge of these issues.
DP?
Thank you very much, Chairperson, for that question. I think as a local authority, we are not really allowed to determine where people are going. I understand the concern of the Honorable Member of Parliament. I think it would be cheaper to sponsor our children in Manyinga, but as the case stands, when people apply to the institutions they apply to, we don't have a say on where they want to go. So as a CDF committee, we just approve whether they are going to Lusaka or Chongwe or Kasama if it were, and unfortunately, Chair, that is the guidance we have at the moment.
Chair, we've not said that. And sometimes I can even help you to say, maybe because of transport and stuff like, I'm helping. But you do not decide. Yes, number 9, they went at this Criso Ministries. 1 year, 24,630.
Same.
Only bricklaying. The other one, 2 years at the same school, 24,630. But this one, it's bricklaying and what? Plastering. This one, 1 year. The other one, 2 years. The other one, bricklaying and plastering. The other one, plastering. The amount that Manyinga is paying, the same. Now you have the answers. Eh?
DP? Yeah, thank you, Chair. I think for that one, Chair, we pay annually. So we didn't record for 2 years. We just indicated that the program is 2 years, but we pay annually. That's why we, for the sake of recording, we just put the amount that we had paid in 2023. But what that means, Chair, is that those students still went to school in 2020.
That's an assumption. That's an assumption. This is your report.
Yes, Chair.
Even the one who went for 1 year, it was a 2 years course. Why didn't you correct it there? So we don't assume, because the way anyone will see it, 1 year, same college, here you have said 2 years. So we just wanted to test you how we interrogate these reports. Even when you say everything is okay, we are able to pick and question. So when it is your report, let it be a management report. Management council secretary, sit down as a team. Go, not even a day, go through this report. Individually, then after individually, you go now meet. What are your observations, assistant engineer? What he picks from the report. then DP, then the engineer himself, treasurer, everyone you meet. So here I've observed this, here is this. But the most important thing, Council Secretary, is not about your report. It's about what you do. Even when you leave this place. This is the counsel that we give you. Start doing the correct thing. Just each one of you. And the council secretary, don't befriend any one of you, your directors. Let them be your workmates. The moment you keep one closer to you, that's the beginning of your downfall. Respect them, that you came different from different routes and you can go in a different way. Professional relationship. Everyone knows is accountable. The moment you do that, Maninga will be another level. Well, everyone will know. And never sign anything that you have not physically gone to see. We have auditor here. One auditor, you are the gatekeeper.
I'm around here.
You are the gatekeeper. Never sign anything authorized at pre-audit without you going verification. Don't trust because it has come from the engineer. He's always a good engineer. It has come from treasurer. He's always a treasurer. It has come from DP. Never. You are special. That's why your relationship is direct to the council secretary. If they force you or whether they are a team, just say, I've advised. This is wrong. I'll put it in writing. You do a report. I've advised you. However, you are forcing me. If you're forcing me, I'm not going to sign. Pass it, use it. They will never have a problem with you. That's a professional position that you should always take. Procurement officer.
Chair.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
The problem that is there in the councils, your mic, you have contributed to the challenges of smooth implementation of the Constituency Development Fund. Procurement officers colluding with contractors. Colluding with contractors. I always advise CS that we are not the best. We are just privileged. When we are privileged, we can live. Any slight mistake, you are gone. And in Northwestern Province, there is a system of sponsoring children of people who are in gainful employment. I hope Maninga is not one of them. Whether it comes from anyone, do not allow to sponsor a child. This money is meant for the vulnerable poor. Make sure director planning, you scrutinize the applications. And don't let it has come from DP. He's the one in charge. No, CS. Who is this child you are sponsoring? All of you as a team, be satisfied individually. Pass that payment. But if you say no, we have a case of killing headmaster's children being paid for. That should not be the case. We don't want to see Maninga Council Secretary here. This is where our provincial minister comes from. Do the best to that good man. When you do that, stop the contractors. When you see wrong things happening, stop them. You are a direct engineering. No, this works. Stop it. Or correct. We have cases of unapproved payments with 145,762. This is what I've just been talking about. How do you pass a payment that has not been approved by the council secretary, even if he's out of office? His comfort should be, I have an auditor who is the eyes of the entire institution. But we see in councils where the directors of engineering have interest, they will raise IPCs to be paid quickly in the absence of the other controlling officers. So we wanted to give you counsel today. Go and put your house in order. If you have a notion that any one of members of this committee has issues with you, that's a beginning of your failure. You are going to fail lamentably. No one is a friend, no one is an enemy to you. This committee is a strict committee. Because you come with a preconceived demanding, those are tough people, they're being, you are failing. That's why you're losing it. Just tell yourself, is this correct? Even when you know that you have done a good job, just know, maybe I should correct it. You become the best. Dr. Manza, 1 minute or 30 seconds.
On the same, we go to page 19 of your submission. Management of bursaries, secondary school and skills development. During the period under review, 24 pupils were sponsored under CDF to go to boarding schools, and 208 students to undergo skills training at a total cost of 4,418,614. Your action taken is that management has further provided a comprehensive annual progressive report for the 2023 CDF. See attachment, which attachment you have provided. So we go to the attachment, which is
yeah, just say mention
yes.
the page. Yeah.
So page 9, we go to page 18. Page 18, with the findings on page 19. Page 19, you are saying 208 students were sponsored in 2023 at a cost of slightly above 4 million kwacha. But what I see on page 18, you have a total number of 492 students. Page 18, 492 students were approved under sponsorship for 2023. And you have you've given a breakdown of how they were sponsored. You sponsored them in phase 1, 151 students under the same 2023 at that cost 2.3. Phase 2, 341 students, total 492 at a total cost of 2,841,000. How do you reconcile these statements, these inconsistencies that you here on page 19 of your submission is 208 pupils, whilst 208 skills training, whilst pupils on page 19 you are saying 24 pupils, but in your submission, which is page 16, you have only 10 students, or actually there should be pupils, I think. Yes, because this is secondary schools. So,
yeah, yes.
So
are you seeing those inconsistencies?
How do you, what do you want your committee to pick?
For the sake of record, which one do we pick?
Thank you, Chair. We actually realize the inconsistency as observed by the member. Like you have mentioned, I think there was an error that was committed here. Maybe allow me to just invite the DP just on the consolidation, which one, so that we correct the committee to have the correct picture. I thank you.
So this session, CS, as we allow the DP, was just to give you a sample so that you take home. Because we have seen the report, and deliberately we said just give you an overview of what we are spotting. If we are to open it, and you'd see a lot. So this is why we started with council, and we are counseling all the councils through you, Maninga. Do the correct things. The problem that is there is that we will trust officers. They will give you a report. That report, you take it, or it's come from Director of Finance. It's a correct report. Interrogate it as a team. Go through it, satisfy yourselves what you are bringing. I think you have learned, you have picked lessons from what is happening. Please.
Page 27 of your submission. I want clarity on the table appendix 2.4. Secondary boarding and skills development bursaries. So the financials here are indicating that the amount received 2022 and 2023 is 5,219,899, and by the closure of the financial year you spent 4,418,000.
As we conclude,
what was the because the figures according to the presentation
go to the point.
The point is they overspent.
Are you seeing that, DF?
I was still following him. He's talked of 2022 and 2023 funding.
No, I'm just reading it. 27, right? So column number 3 is saying the heading is the amount received. There is 2022 and 2023, right? Yes. There is 5,219,899. Can you confirm that this money is as a result of the balance brought forward from 2022 and the 2023 together? So together is 5,219,000. Now, if we go to your presentation on the appendix on page 19, on page 16, rather, on page page 18 of your report, the annual progressive report. On page 18, just the first title there, total number of 492 students were sponsored for under 2023. The total amount of money spent on skills is 2.3 million plus 2.8 million, which comes to 5,204,412 under 2023 only. Then add the pupils. The pupils you presented 31,500. If I add the two figures, it comes to 5,235,912. Now, from this amount, it shows it is only the funding from 2023, without the balance brought forward from 2022. So, if you look at
we have taken
page 27. Here you have overspent. Maybe you need an explanation.
Council Secretary, we want to thank you. That was just to show you a little bit. So what you take home, the entire report needs serious interrogation on your part as management to look at the way we are following and driving to the conclusions. You'll be able to learn. From here you become the best. 2024, no audit query from MANYINGA. Is that a promise?
Chair, we hear you so very well. We'll try our level best to ensure that we have no...
Is that a promise?
Chair, I don't want to crucify myself because there are certain queries that may be beyond me, but...
Only cross-cutting issues?
Definitely. So those two amounts to queries, Chair. So, but we'll try by all
Only
means.
cross-cutting issues, yes.
Well noted, Chair.
Noted, or you are confirming?
Chair, we take note of what you have said. We appreciate that, Chair.
You know, when we started this committee, we had to resolve that we shall deal with these issues religiously, and we have just done that. You are the last council to appear. Tomorrow we are meeting your employers. We had made a resolution which we have fulfilled. That's how you operate. You must be ambitious. Don't doubt. If your friends are doing it, why can't you do it? You should do it. So we are concluding in this way with that council. Go back and put your house in order. We have not deliberated, there are issues here, but we have said, so go back and put your house in order. The immunity that was earlier given to you is hereby withdrawn. Being the last council, wanted to end it this way. Please, we wish you well, we mean well, we are together. As we meet your commission tomorrow, we shall indicate all the observations we have made through this diary. We shall conclude and end it with them tomorrow. On Friday, we are meeting Secretary to Treasury, the owner of the money, to give him the impression how the councils are utilizing the money. The money sent to you is not for what you call retention. Any money that comes into your account, use it. No, it's zero balance. That's when you'll be given more money. That's the ministry and the government directive. We wish you well, CS, with your team. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Good evening, and thank you for still being with us on Parliament Television. That appearance by MANYINGA Town Council concludes today's live broadcast. They were reappearing before the Committee on Local Government Accounts. That's on the consideration of the report of the Auditor General for the financial year ended 31st December 2023. And so from me, Taza Piri, and the entire production crew, we wish you a pleasant evening.